Welcome to Mountain View High School, where we expect excellence in everything. I'll be one of your guides for today, helping you know all about the school and important details.
Whoa, thanks. It's just a little overwhelming, but I do have a question. What's the office down there?
That office over there belongs to our principal, Mrs. Stewart. You might see her in the morning greeting students or just around the hallways too. And I think she has a message for us right now.
Welcome students to the 24-25 school year. I'm Mrs. Stewart, the proud principal here at Mountain View, and I'm so glad you're here with us, starting the school off to a great start. We have the very best students and staff, so welcome. Our theme is impact this year. You will see t-shirts like mine on teachers this Friday, and they all say impact on the back because we are working towards having a positive impact on you and our community, and we want you to look for ways to have a positive impact on us and each other. We have done some really nice things for you students over the summer that I wanted to highlight. We have several building and renovation improvements. Those of you who have classes in the field house weight room, if you have weight training in the weight room, you will notice all new weight room equipment, flooring. It's all logoed and nice, and we're super excited for all of our students taking weight training to have a nice new weight room. We also have, and you may have noticed at open house, a huge big screen in the commons. We cannot wait to feature so many of our student fine arts performers, athletes, student leaders, and other students who are in an area where they shine and able to celebrate you with pictures on the big screen. We will also be featuring staff. We will have some scrolling announcements and information for students about sports and fine arts tryouts and things that are coming up so that you are in the know, and it also helps us celebrate you in a big, big way, literally. We also have 3 big lab renovations to tell you about. If you have a class in broadcast technology, yearbook, or music technology, you have all new Apple computers, and our broadcast technology lab got a total renovation, everything from flooring to artwork on the wall behind me. You see the big film strip mural, and just lots of cool things like a wall of windows between the labs. We can't wait for you to use those and enjoy those. I think that will really enhance the student experience this year. I want to share some basic expectations. This is not a whole list, but a few quick reminders about what we want you to do to be successful this year. We need you to be on time and present for every class, which means get to class, get to where you need to go, don't be late, be present, be on time, be prepared. We don't want you wandering the hallways and getting in trouble for being tardy or AWOL, so make sure you know where you're going, and we will help you get there if you don't know your way. Lots of you like earbuds and earphones, and we are okay with those during transitions if you have one in and one out. So if you have on earbuds, you can only wear one of them in the hallway, not both, because you need to be able to hear adult directions if there's an emergency. Same thing with headphones. You can have one ear on and one off, that's fine. You can have them both off and that's fine, but you can't have them both on because that prevents you from hearing emergency information if we were to have an emergency drill for safety or another reason. We also want to remind you about a few dress code reminders. Students, we know it's hot outside, but we still need you covered inside. So make sure that you have covered your chest, your shorts or skirts cover your front and rear areas, and that your belly or stomach or midriff and back are not showing. No low-cut shirts. Make sure everything is appropriate for school. No hats, no hoodies, no beanies, no do-rags, nothing on your head except for a headband or something small like that. You cannot have a scarf covering your whole head unless it is religious in nature, and if so, we just need you to have the documentation on file in the office, and that's no problem. But all other headwear is not appropriate for inside the school building. We have some other fun things coming up I want to preview with you. We have First Friday, and on the first Friday of this week, we will be having an alternate schedule with some different and fun activities to help you get to know your friends and acclimated to school and really just experience some good old bear spirit here at Mountain View. We want you to get involved. One of the most important things that you can do as a student to have a great experience at Mountain View is to get involved in our fine arts program, our athletics program, our clubs, or maybe all three if you have interest in all areas. We also have a big community service project coming up. It'll be fun. Our whole school will be against another high school nearby in the Friday night food fight, and we want to win and help our community at the same time. I want you to have a safe and happy school year. Everything that we do is geared around making sure that you have a first-class learning experience and in the safest environment possible. If you need help, if you're lost when you're new here or can't find your class, look for anyone with a name tag on. We'll be glad to help you. Please don't hesitate to ask if you need some help. We are super glad you're here, and I am very proud to be your principal. If I can ever be of service to you, please stop and talk with me in the hallway. I would love to meet you. Thank you for a great start to the year. I can't wait to talk to you soon. Have an awesome, awesome day, and go Bears.
And of course, we cannot forget about our assistant principals.
These are the current Mountain View High School administrators. If you have any issues throughout the school, please refer to them. Our first administrator is Eddie Barnes. His administrative duties include testing coordinator for all tests, Title IX, and county surveys. Our next administrator would be Dr. Charles Hawk. His administrative duties include attendance, discipline coordinator, PBIS, and student support for the 11th grade. Next, we have Valerie Lewis. Her administrative duties include dress code, special education administrator, and student support for the 12th grade. Then we have Bo Pezzold. His administrative duties include Summit, student support for the 9th grade, and credit recovery. Next, we have Matt Raytick. His administrative duties include athletics/activities director, health and physical education, and safety and security. Then we have Dr. Deborah White. Her administrative duties include ESOL, gifted, and APs, scheduling planning, and Maxwell/Gration. Then we have Glenn George. His administrative duties include community school director, custodians and facilities, and school and community calendars. Next, we have Steve White. His administrative duties include community school director, custodian and facilities, and school and community calendar. Lastly, we have Ms. Danielle Turner. Her administrative duties include 504s, credit recovery, general ed transportation, and student support for the 10th grade.
And that's a wrap for Mountain View's administration.
Wow, they actually sound really cool.
And we're just getting started.
The next thing we need to address is the dress code.
Why do we need a dress code?
Well, it's in place for our students' safety. Hey, hoods down, please. No hats or hoods are allowed unless they're for religious or medical reasons.
What about for holiday or themed celebrations?
The same rules still apply, no exceptions. Also, make sure any headbands are no more than 2 inches thick from the start of the hairline and back.
Can I still wear a mask?
If you do want to protect yourself from COVID-19, make sure your mask is school appropriate as well as all your other clothes. Also, your jewelry should be appropriate too. Any accessories that are sharp and pointy can be considered weapons.
Wow, is that all?
Nope, we haven't even gotten to the bottoms. For ripped jeans, dresses, and shorts, they must cover your private areas.
What about pajamas and leggings?
Loose pajama pants are allowed, but leggings require a top that cover your private areas in the front and the back.
Got it.
Now let's go to your tops for a moment. If you wear shoulder straps, make sure they're a width of at least 3 fingers. Also, your midriff, stomach, waistline, and back should never be exposed. Avoid low-cut shirts, cut-out tops, and see-through tops.
What happens if I break dress code on accident?
If you're caught breaking dress code, you'll be sent to the attendance office to change.
And this is the counseling office. For 9th graders, they have Nicole Blackman as their counselor, but once they transition out of freshman year, your counselor depends on your last name. And here is a list of your counselors, as well as our college career specialist.
How do I schedule an appointment?
Good question. To schedule an appointment, go to the MVHS website. Your counselor will help with many of the things you need. On a serious note, in case of an emergency, call 911. For the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, call 1-800-273-TALK. And for the Georgia Crisis and Access Line, call 1-800-715-4225. Oh, and another important factor is the care closet. Here's a video brought to you by Dr. Deschelle.
Wow, that all sounds like some really important information. And on that topic, do you know anything about standardized testing? Because I know that's really important for college.
Of course, standardized testing such as PSAT, SAT, and ACT are super important to students who are getting into college. Here are some dates and times for when to register by.
Speaking of college, I know you can get college credit from AP courses, but what about dual enrollment?
Great question. Dual enrollment is another way of earning college credit while also earning high school credit. Dual enrollment classes in general are not as rigorous as AP classes. For dual enrollment classes, you do not need to pass an exam to earn credit. You just need to pass the class. If you have any questions, email Amy Holcomb.
What about foreign language classes? Do I need those credits to graduate?
Let's ask Ezzy.
Foreign language classes aren't required to graduate, but most colleges do require at least 2 years. At Mountain View, we offer amazing French and Spanish classes, so if you're interested, you should definitely take them.
Wow, that's very helpful. Thank you.
If you're interested in earning a core for community service, you must log all your hours in the community service log, and you have access to that through the counseling e-class page, and there's also hard copies available in the counseling suite.
Wow, that sounds really cool. I want to earn as many scores as possible for when I graduate. How can I do that?
You can earn cords by joining clubs. Every club's different and has different requirements, and some clubs offer community service hours to help you fill out your logs, so you should definitely look at those.
Okay, I'll definitely be joining some of those clubs. Whoa, that's a cool jacket. How do I get one of those?
Thanks. You can earn a Letterman jacket by lettering in any sport, club, or even academically. You can customize it and even stitch your name on it.
Dude, that sounds awesome. I could use those at those cold football games.
I know, right? It's pretty cool.
Are you interested in joining any extracurriculars this year?
Yeah.
Go on eClass and choose the club's course page to find information on all the clubs at Mountain View. Some of the ones we have are Student Leadership Team, Science National Honor Society, Cultural Wave Club, Art Club, Dungeons and Dragons, Red Cross, DECA, Photography Club, and so much more.
Where can I learn more about this?
This year we are having Mountain View's first ever Inside Scoop, an ice cream social where you can learn all about the clubs at this school. It's happening on Wednesday, August 28th at 2:30 p.m. in the Commons.
That sounds awesome. I'll definitely consider joining an activity.
And maybe a sport too.
And now we're at Mountain View's Cheney Field. Besides having clubs and fine arts, we have lots of sports options for you to play. So there's something for everyone.
All right, that sounds nice.
Yeah. And also, did you know that we have a student sports pass? It's only $75, which means that you can get in to any home game for any sport throughout the whole year to show your school spirit.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be there to support Mountain View.
Speaking of school spirit, get ready to show out at this afternoon's pep rally. We're so excited to see you there and for you to join us for an amazing school year. Go Bears!